Manchester United vs Man City live. Premier League result and reaction as Haaland hits double in thrashing. Erling Haaland's double helped Manchester City secure Derby Day delight as lifeless rivals Manchester United were outclassed in an embarrassing home defeat. The eyes of the footballing world were on Old Trafford as the neighbours met in the 191st Manchester Derby and first since Pep Guardiola's men matched their 1999 treble triumph. Haaland scored a spot kick and unmarked header before playing in Phil Foden to wrap up 3-0 victory. Yet City's dominance was far greater than the scoreline suggests. It was an abrupt end to an unconvincing three-match winning run in all competitions for Erik ten Hag's United, who have now lost 5 of their 10 opening Premier League games. Erling Haaland ensures a defeatist Man United are dismantled in the derby. 1747. Karl Matchett. Had this not been at a grand but crumbling Old Trafford, and bedecked in all the regalia of what is supposed to be one of the Premier League's biggest games, most watching on would have fairly dismissed it as another routine Manchester City win over some mid-table side way below them. Instead, this 3-0 defeat at home will send Manchester United back into crisis, and provoke even more questions about Erik ten Hag. There is a growing sense he is struggling to come up with answers. Mitigating circumstances only go so far when United have just offered up City's second easiest win of the season, in what is supposed to be the fixture that means the most. Only Fulham were beaten by more, but it still felt like they put up more of a fight. So did relative European minnows in the modern game such as Red Star Belgrade and Young Boys Bern. They only lost 3-1 to the European champions. How United would have valued even the reprieve of the goal here. City were simply so much better than them without even needing to be that good. Unfair Erling Haaland vs Johnny Evans contest sums up everything wrong at Manchester United. 1752. Jamie Braidwood. There was a time when Manchester City won at Old Trafford and it was Johnny Evans' fault. This wasn't it. Not really. Not when he was a cause of defeat but, more than anything, a symptom of Manchester United's malaise. A decade into life after Sir Alex Ferguson, with well over £1 billion spent, with more than £400 million going on new players in Erik ten Hag's reign, the man challenged with stopping Erling Haaland was Evans, the final throwback to Ferguson's era. Haaland escaped him and eluded him. Evans left him utterly unmarked to head in Bernardo Silva's cross for his second goal. Even if the mitigating factor was the presence of Rodri, he wandered off to police the Champions League final scorer instead. Evans left him again when Haaland set up Phil Foden for City's third. When Andre Onana parried Rodri's shot, Evans was caught dozing, the striker speeding past him to tee up the Mancunian. Thanks for watching NY Sports News. Stay tuned for more updates.